Snow is falling on the city street, a quiet hush, a frozen beat. December air is sharp and cold, a story waiting to be told. We gather round the fading light, seeking truth to make things right. From every mountain, every shore, we're knocking on justice's door. For the silenced and the lost, we remember the cost. For the future we must build a promise to be fulfilled. Seeking justice, let truth flow. We the people, let it snow, let justice grow.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining Phoenix Talks. I'm Phoenix, your host, where we rise above assumptions. We throw out all the rumors unless we can verify they are true. We stay curious and ask the right questions and think with open, logical minds. Every question matters. Every question you're asking matters. Every angle here is welcome and nothing is off limits. This is where I, Phoenix, spark the curiosity of fire. And if this is you, welcome freaking home. So if you've never joined my live before, I've got a disclaimer up here. We talk about rabbit holes. We talk about speculation, personal interpretation, free speech. We're not here to accuse, slander, or harm any reputation. Anything we find is public. We will talk about everything out there on the internet, anything out there that has been publicly viewed on the news, video, audio clips, Instagram, Facebook, social media, Reddit. No matter what it is, we come to our own conclusion. You can voice your opinion here without any fear because we, the people, are stronger than you may know. We're not offering legal or medical advice and anything resembling persons living or deceased. It is pure coincidence, especially the cases that I discuss. You've got a doppelganger out there, folks. You definitely do. And if you're watching, then you acknowledge and you agree and get up on in here. So I've got a question for you guys. If you've never seen my stream, drop a 1 if you're new. And if you're not, all of you should be hitting that like button. Every single one of you, the lurkers, partakers, all you have to do is hit the like. You don't have to comment. And I did finally get a message, our $25 gift card winner on Friday, Rebecca. I got your email just a few minutes ago. I have been slammed with cleaning, decorating, cooking, preparing, hosting. Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable. I even had time to take a shower this morning. So if you know what I mean, and Christmas time is a busy time in your household, and you are a creator, whew, you got a lot of balls in the air to juggle. Ashley, welcome in. I'm going to greet every single one of you. Caleb, Patty in the house. Les, good evening, good afternoon. Okie dokie, Lisa. Hope your haircut came out amazing in that chilly, cold weather in Oklahoma. You have a warm coat. Speaking of warm coats, if you do not have a warm coat and you need one, please let me know. Every year I donate money for an organization for kids, Coats for Kids. And I will tell you, there is always a child that is so thankful for what we donate. Lulu Bell, hello and welcome. Good afternoon, Rebecca. Even if you don't have any money for Christmas dinner, please let us know. Thumper, hello. Many people in here can attest how we help one another. Amelia, hello. Caleb, welcome back. I hope you found some really good stuff over with Birdie. Terry, good to see you again. Every single person who is a member helps donate to these individual organizations that, you know, I don't pick them because I know people. I pick them because there is a need. Brenda, no talkie before coffee. Good to see you here again. Misinformation. Good to see you. Sleuther, Terry, Patty, you mentioned you. Crossroads, tax. Speaking of tax season's coming up. I do not know Crossroads Tax Accounting. Crossroads Accounting Tax 6326. I don't know what area they cover. Let them know if you need help. Taxes will be coming up at the beginning of the year, the first quarter. So get ready for taxes. I always pay my taxes. Don't like it, but I do. Myra, good afternoon. Another day has come, and so blessed. A freaking men. So truth. Nona, good afternoon. Michelle, welcome in. And who else do we have in here? Lisa, Lay, good afternoon. Christy, hello, hello. Good to see ya. And Smiling, good afternoon to you. Living Dead Girl, hello. I hope you are living well. Inked Mama, good to see you back. I love you. Girl, you got such a fabulous mind. JC, welcome in the house. Good afternoon, Phoenix. Thank you so much more for breaking news in the IDAHO4 case. Do you know if they will still have a trial and set BK free from jail? You're the best. Well, if they ask for PCR, which is post-conviction relief, there may never be a trial. If he has to prove that somebody else did this beyond a shadow of a doubt, that would probably, I don't know. You know, that's a great question. I wonder if they would have to go back to a grand jury trial or grand jury and see if they could show them the new evidence and if they would move forward with the trial. Now, I don't know. I am not a legal expert. No legal eagle here, but I will say this. That is a great question that we'll look into right now. Since we're on the fly and we're live today, we're going to do a little bit of a live dig. So let me see if post-conviction relief is granted, how is that process? How is that process? No, let me ask another question. If post-conviction relief is granted, what is the process if new evidence? Well, let's put exculpatory. T-O-R-Y. Evidence is found. Does the defendant have to have a trial? Let's see what happens. Now, I am plugging this into Chat GPT Professional, and it basically said, here's a clean, clear, legal, accurate breakdown. If post-conviction relief is granted, what happens next? When a court grants a post-conviction relief, Let me throw this up here so you guys can see this answer that it gave me. Now, remember, this is not legal advice. This is just something that I just looked up to share with you all. And by no means is this the ultimate decision or answer, but that is a great question. So, oops, let's get back to it and let's see what I've got. All right. So it said PCR can be granted for many reasons. Ineffective cancel, Brady violations, which we know that they have already brought up, withheld exculpatory evidence, which I will say, if you guys have been following this and you've been watching me, I have said before there was a witness. And I showed you, I don't know if I need to do it again, and I probably will, because a lot of people will be like, huh? So let me bring up that clip real quick, and I want to show you. Where is it? Officer Snyder, he comes up, he walks into the 1112, and he says to Gunderson in the street, I hear that there may be a witness, and he says, yes, one. And God only knows where I put that clip. Hold on. And he goes over to 1112, starts taking tons of pictures right here. I will show you real quick. And let me grab that. All right. So he's back taking a picture of all the houses, and Gunderson comes up to him and he's asking questions of the people that are present in the house, does a little bit of interviews. Why is this not going up there? Hold on. What is going on? Hopefully you guys can all hear me. There it is. Okay. Now, no. The witness is somebody who lives in this house right here. He's walking around taking pictures. Gunderson comes up to him.
Yeah, I didn't get too close, but
I'm going to put it on closed caption.
no, nobody knows anything. Did one of them say they saw someone?
Now, you heard it, but it didn't pick it up on audio. It did not put it on the captions. And they said, yes, she saw someone come out.
Yeah, I didn't get too close, but yeah. No, nobody knows anything. Did one of them say they saw someone?
Okay, they saw someone come out. Okay, so, I don't know what time this witness saw someone come out. I'm not even going to guess. But if you go and watch the interview with these people who live at this house, there is a basement here, folks. There is a basement. Look underneath that deck right in the middle. There is a possible room below. There is a basement. Now, I'm not saying the sound came from there. I'm just pointing this out. This has a basement, okay? Right there. I've said that from the beginning. We know that that was a Ford, a silver Ford that left in the morning. By the time they come back at 12, I think they arrived back home at about 5. They are now on camera at 12:40. In no way, no insinuation that these people are guilty. I was saying that perhaps there was a witness. I don't know what was on Birdie's yesterday. I was so freaking busy with holiday decorating, shopping, errands. I was not on YouTube until late last night. So if there was something I missed, Caleb, shoot it on over to me or go ahead and type it below. I don't usually watch other creators. I don't like to be influenced from anyone other than my own intuition and paperwork and things that I read, watch, and hear and see. Now, last week, I did play this clip that someone in this house perhaps did see something. Well, I don't know what's going on with Gray Hughes or whatever his name is. I don't know what's going on with Birdie and him. I know there's a lot of creators that are attacking me, that are pushing a narrative that, in my humble opinion, allegedly they are being paid to push a narrative. If anyone's talking bad about good creators out there, that we are talking about legitimate things, they are probably, allegedly, in my humble opinion, being paid to push a different narrative. Wake up, people. Stop sleeping. I don't worry about anyone out there except myself. I am my own freaking competition. And boy, I could be really hard on myself sometimes. But in my humble opinion, every single one of you has a mind of your own. And you have this little thing within you that's called intuition, conscience, that will guide you to the truth. Okay. And I pray every single one of you that come across me that you will see the truth. If it's a rumor or out there and we can't verify it, it's drama. You're right. Ignore the drama. Good job. So let me just say this. I'm not paid by anybody. I am one of the most independent people you will ever meet. I don't play along sides. I am indifferent. I am in the middle and I want to see things for myself. And that's what makes us curious. I don't have a problem giving any police department my name. I don't have a problem giving them my CV. I don't have a problem at all. But I will say this, there are some people out there that won't do that. Why? Because I know I don't have a record. I've never been in jail. I've never been convicted of a crime. Now, I've been accused and I have been falsely arrested. And Idaho knows the whole complete story. And that's all I'll say at this point. But yes, I am not clickbait. I am not quickbait. I am the real deal. And I did live in the state of Idaho, right in the heart outside of Boise. I had family in Moscow, Caldwell, Sun Valley, Boise, Nampa, Meridian, some still there. And I will say, as long as I lived in Idaho, I absolutely loved it until the criminal justice system was introduced to me. And I will never, ever think differently. So let's get into it. So these individuals are being interviewed. Now, right now, Officer Snyder from the Moscow Police Department, and Sergeant, I believe he's a Sergeant, Gunderson at the time, he's surveying, canvassing, taking pictures of every single vehicle in the neighborhood. And they have talked to each other at this point, and they have said, I think there's a witness in here that may have saw someone. Now, we don't know what person in this house lives there. I know the names of 4 individuals that live there. They're all public information. Everything that I find you and I bring to you is public information. Okay. And I believe one of these individuals has commented on a video of mine, which tipped me off to go and look this individual up. Now, is she guilty of anything? Absolutely not. Not. But I will say, there are quite a few people that are worried that the truth will come out. Truth is going to come out no matter what. You can't stop. Once the ball's rolling, you can't stop it. Okay. But there are a lot of sorority girls that date fraternity guys in this house. Okay. It's not a secret. It's just not. And you're going to find out that most of these people in this house, it's no coincidence, that have some mutual friends with Kaylee Goncalves. All right. And anytime that you have friends, I've always talked about Kevin Bacon, the 6th degree of separation. Just because they know each other doesn't mean they're guilty of anything, okay? They're not guilty of anything other than association, guilty by association. Now, before I begin, I'm going to play my clip. I always play this clip because I think it's so important that we remember why every single one of us is here and why Ann Taylor defended Brian Koberger and then took her practice private because she was working for the county. Hold on. There is a slow lag, but let's keep pushing.
Brian is innocent. Brian has been essentially convicted in the media. He has a right to have this information withheld broadly so that people can see it's not this neat little package. So people can start to wonder if Brian's innocent. Your Honor, Brian is innocent. So if I talk about things that are in the affidavit, and if I talk about things that we're seeking that the state wants to hide, I think that's fair game for the public to hear.
Fair game for the public to hear. That's a pretty big statement. And the state wants to hide. What do you, I mean, just come on, guys. In your humble opinion, what do you think the state wants to hide? Let's just take a lucky guess. What do you think the state wants to hide? Who lives in this house? Who perhaps, it's no biggie. I mean, come on. If someone lives in this house, everybody has to live somewhere. But when you start seeing things that make sense, then you stop questioning the narrative, the fake narrative. Okay. It's a whole discussion. It is a whole discussion. When you start looking at what does the state want to hide? I question, why did they want to hide it? Not who do they want to hide, but why? Why would they want to hide this? So I don't know what this symbol means, but all three of these girls that live in that house right there posted this 34 weeks ago that I don't know if this is a gamma thing or anything like that, but one of the people who did live in this house is a political major. There's a couple of other people that live in this house that know quite a few people. And, you know, it's one thing that I question why, but why else are we not seeing some things that we should have seen before? Why are we just now seeing some things? Is it because of this video? It does, like Skull and Bones or something like that. I don't know. So many think Brian was the driver. And why would he be charged with 4 life sentences? You know, they can't prove he was the driver. And if Brian was the driver, his car would be riddled with blood. DNA evidence. I mean, even just breathing. Okay? Breathing or sneezing or tears or anything, we leave touch DNA everywhere. They tore apart his car thinking he was the driver. Was he the driver? I don't know. I wasn't there. Honestly, we could probably go into 50 different scenarios and speculate night and day, but we know that there's no facts and evidence. The FBI couldn't even find anything. Nothing. So when you say that, it's like, what are we supposed to believe? So let's watch this video because I want you to look at these people's faces when the police talk to them. Watch their faces. And I'm going to show you a picture of one of the girls' reactions. It's just wild. One of them has this look on her face that it's ingrained in my head. I don't think I could forget the way that she looks into the camera. I think when you see it, you'll know it. And you'll probably be like I was. Holy crap. Now, the officer has just said, I believe there's one person, and I don't know why they only say one, that maybe be a witness. No, they didn't blur these people either. You're right. So let's watch. I feel like a fool because I'm over here watching this, and you guys are probably thinking, what is she talking about? Okay, so he's over here taking pictures of all the cars. They walk Murphy out again. Murphy, not one bark of all these strangers, not one little bark. There's the other confirmation that yes, there was a basement in this house, right? When he just took that picture, when he steps back. You can see the bottom window in the front. First floor looks like a basement to me. A lot of people are, what are they doing? They're taking pictures of VIN numbers so they can trace the vehicles. Awesome, Amanda. And Amanda, I think I have a few from the sorority girls that had posted before. And there is Murphy. Murphy doesn't make a sound, doesn't bark at all these strangers all around, not one bit. I mean, think about it. Amanda's amazing, I'll tell you. Think about this dog. This dog is probably just been through some traumatic things, okay? And this dog doesn't bark once at any of these strangers. Not one. Not at all. I don't know when Murphy was brought back, but I do know the car that came in that cul-de-sac in the middle of the night at about 2:30ish, around between 2:30ish, 2:45ish, gets out of the car and says, "Come here, Murphy." They get in the car and they leave. I have an idea who that car was. I don't believe that was Jack DeCour's car. Okay? There is somebody that has a car just like Jack DeCour, guys, and that would possibly intimately know who Murphy is. Okay? Now, I'm not going to make any allegations. I can only speculate who it might be, but it's somebody that knows Murphy. And it's somebody that they called to come get Murphy. But yet we don't have Kaylee's phone records in regards to who maybe she called to get Murphy, or someone called to get Murphy. Now watch Murphy's reaction. He's not barking. He's not yipping. Nothing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start taking pictures of cars.
Now, I don't know about you. I don't know why it just stopped. What is going on today? Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but look at Murphy. I'm going to rewind it just a tiny bit. Look at Murphy. Does it look like maybe he had a haircut? Look at how uneven the back side of his hair is.
I'm just gonna start taking.
Does he looks like somebody maybe gave him a haircut? I mean, the video right before where Kaylee is dancing with Murphy, his hair looked longer.
Pictures of cars and look.
His hair looked longer to me. See that? Does that look like he was groomed or cut? Look at that shaving. I mean, I have an Australian Shepherd. I've never owned a doodle. But look how it looks like maybe he was shaved here, shaved there. It looks very uneven, and he doesn't even look like he's got those little tiny curls. That's in my humble opinion, guys. I don't know if anybody else sees that. But if I go over to, let's say, Tickety Talk, and let me bring up the video with Kaylee at the time frame it looks like he's got long hair, longer curls to me. Yeah, the dancing video, it wasn't that much longer. Let me see the date of that video. Hold on. It does look like he's had some type of buzz cut, haircut. It's not curly. Hold on. I don't know if anybody else noticed this. Let me grab that dancing video real quick. I didn't even think about it until I just saw him, and it looks like he has got that little buzz. The cut. Okay, this video, okay, so it's almost a month. It's almost a month. Let me show you this picture of Murphy. Look at this. I gotta mute it for the sound, but look at how shaggy he looks. And he's got those little curly curls. See how his hair is not like that? He looks a little shaggy. Yeah, look at him. Now he's got all these curls back here and all those curls, but look at him in this footage now. And in my humble opinion, it looks like he has been shaved. It looks like he's been shaved. The side of him, the back of him. That's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to
It
start.
looks like he's been shaved. He was cleaned up. I'd be surprised. Phoenix, my mind has been blown by these new docs. Yeah, Veronica. I mean, Veronica says, I wouldn't be surprised, Phoenix, that he was cleaned up. Phoenix, my mind has been blown by these new docs. I wouldn't be surprised either, but it does look, in my humble opinion, that somebody tried to groom him. You know, guys sometimes shave their own hair. I know that some people had shaved their hair, probably had some grooming tools, but he does look shaved, in my humble opinion. So let's continue.
You want to just start photo and I'll start looking, I guess.
Here's the same silver car that keeps coming in and out. Honda. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward this because we're going to be here all day. So let me get over here. This is the house next door to 1118. See this back side door? So there's a side door here. There's a door on the other side. And then there's a back door on the back of the house facing 1122. So there are 3 doors. All the doors on this side do not have a camera. The side door on this side does have a camera facing the 1112. Now they come up to here. This, I believe, there is there are furniture here. And this has actually been a picture where I believe that Xana, Hunter, Emily, and Ethan had taken a picture on this furniture before. So they may have known these individuals. Again, he's looking at the footsteps in the snow, which you clearly see here. These are pretty big footprints right here. All right here going down. Do you guys see those footprints? Even though there's rocks, there are some footprints in there, and they take note and take pictures. All the way down. There's the side door, no cameras, and you can walk right back here into this house. Right back there.
Last night, we went to bed at like 32, but
They were at the corner club.
with that girl. Okay, 'cause that's where they
Now,
said
we've
they
talked
were.
about this video probably 2 months ago, and I mentioned that, yeah, they informed the prosecutor, which would be Bill Thompson and Ashley Jennings, and they said a bunch of investigators, a bunch of departments are in that house, and I'm going to show you what he means by that. So last night, Jules uploaded a video, and she uploaded 30 minutes before the 911 call. I want to review just a portion of that. Shout out to Jules again. And this is the footage 30 minutes before the 911 call. And I am going to put her on mute for commentary, but I want to show you the footage real quick. So here is 11:54, and I want you guys to note something that was very interesting. This is even before the police show up, okay? This is Jules' channel. She is talking about the 911 call has just been placed, okay? Absolutely. Thanks, Jules. That's a big community to be able to collect $950 to get the FOIAs for all these cameras, angles, footage. And I got you, Amanda. So she's going through the footage, but I want you to point out, I'm going to point out a few things that maybe she may have caught, didn't catch. So yeah. Okay. I got them, Amanda. I got those pictures. So there is some social media that has these pictures, parties and stuff of that nature. Absolutely. Okay, so I will post a few of them. And I'm going to find the reaction. So hold on one second. While she's going through this, you're going to see the police arrive. Look at the people. You've got looky-loos everywhere. Okay, they want to know what's going on. A lot of commotion going on. I'm not playing the sound, but that car did leave at I think between 3:30, I believe. I think I said the wrong time before. I didn't write any notes on this yet. And it arrives back at around 5 o'clock-ish in the morning. So somebody did verify in a witness statement that their roommates left from 3 to 5. But now you see this guy backing out in a white truck and leaving. You see the house right across the street where Sigma Chi guys lived. Now, the blinds are halfway up. People are looking out that window. They are looky-loos all around in this camera footage. There are looky-loos over at the 1127 across the street. There are looky-loos every single house that are looking before the police arrive. So I would more likely believe that someone has confirmed something horrible has happened in this house. We know that there was a lot of activity, even between, say 11 to 11 a.m. And, the state had information from Dylan's phone from 2:10 a.m. all the way until 1:04-ish in the next day afternoon when the vandal alert went out. Okay, I'm guilty of being a looky-loo. Me too. I mean, you want to know what's going on, but is it possible there's that truck? Is it possible that they already knew what was going on? Word is on the street. People are packing up, leaving. They are getting out of Dodge, getting too close to comfort. And when the police begin to arrive, you're going to see them in a little bit. I'm going to put this on faster speed. When you start seeing the police arrive per the 911 call, I'm going to put closed captions on so you can read it. You can hear people outside. You can kind of hear Hunter's voice. You can go and watch it if you want to. And one thing I will note is when Nunez arrives, I'm going to jump to that point because I know it was somewhere in here. There's this car, that's Jenna. Allegedly, that is Jenna's car. And you'll see another angle where she turns around and parks right in front of the side of this house. Now, there's the police car. There is another car that comes in, and it looks like they have lights on. You'll see the car come in a minute. That was Nunez, and he's obviously trying to get around Jenna. There's Jenna leaving, drops Bethany off, turns around, parks. Okay? So I believe that Bethany may have never even been there, in my humble opinion. I think they heard what was going on and hightails the heck out of there. She tries to park there, can't fit in there, and then she goes and parks in front. Okay? There's the other cop car. Now, there's a car that's coming in, and you may notice that it looks like maybe an undercover investigator, in my humble opinion. You've got them blurring out the... Now, look at this car coming in. Oh, it was a blinker. Okay. That is just a car coming in. I thought he had special lights on the car. That was a blinker. My bad. But then there's that Honda yet again that comes in and out, in and out, in and out. Wow. And then here comes the truck back around. So then you see all the other officers start arriving. You see cars come and go. And they should have blocked, in my humble opinion, they should have blocked this cul-de-sac off. You see other cars coming in, going into the other house. You see cars leaving. There's a car that's leaving right now that looks very similar to the car that was in the, and I don't know if that's a Honda, a Hyundai. I don't know what kind of car that is, but I'm sure they were curious to find out what kind of car it is too. You know what? I'm going to screenshot this. And why don't we just ask ChatGPT? And real quick, going back to the post-conviction relief, Brady violations, newly discovered evidence, constitutional violations, junior juror misconduct, forensic errors. There's forensic missing documents in here. The conviction is vacated, meaning legally the defendant can no longer be convicted. But that doesn't automatically mean that the defendant walks free. Once it's granted, the state can choose to retry the case. The state can dismiss all charges, or the state can offer a plea deal, which means that a defendant may accept or reject a plea. But if new evidence is truly exculpatory, the defendant refuses a plea. If there's new evidence found, they can go back to a new trial or drop charges against the defendant. So those are the options. So let me see what ChatGPT, can you tell me what make and model of this car is? Let's see if it knows what make and model of this car is that just pulled out of the Sigma Chi frat house where the Sigma Chi live. So let's see. They have blocked out the rims, by the way, in a screenshot that I captured, if you haven't noticed it. If you haven't checked for yourself, they have blocked out the rims right here. Yeah, interesting. And yeah, strange. It says it's a Honda Accord Coupe 2013 to 2017 generation, and it's a possible 2016 to 17 Accord Coupe. So either it's a Honda Accord Coupe or an Accord Coupe. It's compared it to a Hyundai Genesis, and I'm going to say compare. Let me see what it says. When did the dumpsters get emptied? Well, they went and got 3 of the dumpsters, 113 pieces of evidence. Your image, yes. It's not a Nissan Altima. It's not a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. It's not a Ford Mustang. Final assessment, it is a Honda Accord Coupe. The rear quarter window gives it away. The roof line, the door size, and the wheel positions match. So that was the answer. And here is the chat receipt. Hold on. This thing is super slow today, guys. There it is. A final assessment. Your image is a Honda Accord Coupe. It does look like an Accord. They have elegant long body styles. I don't know. I've never seen a Honda Accord Coupe. I guess it's a little bit fancier. Yeah, I got to make a payment to them. Look at that. Long sleek coupe body, distinctive rear window, front fascia shape, and wheel style. Okay, cool. So let's get back to this video real quick. I am going to find the girls' reactions because this, if you have seen the girls' reactions, I'm going to show you a picture, and this is the girl I want you to look out for. This girl, when they ask her, what they are asking the group certain questions. I don't know whose car that is. When they are asking this group of individuals certain questions, this girl's face says it all. Hold on, I'm going to find it. Let me grab it.
He said that they recently broke up.
Roger.
Oh, yeah. Is that okay? Okay. Oh, out.
Now keep in mind, this is the house at 1118 that if you walk out this front door, you will be on the security camera. Okay?
Can you guys stay here for a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay? And then not go out your guys' back door this way or out that way.
Okay.
Is that cool?
He acknowledges
Yeah. Okay,
there's
thanks.
a back door on both sides, the side door and the back door.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
don't worry.
Or everybody inside just your roommates or?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. There's just
you want extra?
2 more people.
2 more people.
I guess there's 2 roommates that are out right now.
Okay.
They might be coming back.
Okay. Who's that?
Just my buddy's girlfriend.
Okay. Perfect.
My
Thank
buddy
you.
and his
Appreciate
girlfriend,
it.
that
Yep.
would be
Thanks.
Hunter and Emily. Or, well, that doesn't make sense because Josie is over at 1122. Emily's at 1122, and we definitely know Hunter's over at 1122. So he just said,
Oh, yeah.
Is that okay? And then not go out your guys' back door this way or out that way.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Don't worry.
Or everybody inside just your roommates or?
Yep.
Okay,
There's just
you want extra?
2 two more people.
Two more people.
I guess there's two roommates that are out right now.
Okay.
So
They
two
might be
roommates
coming
that are
back.
out. So that's Emily and Josie.
Who's that?
Just my buddy's girlfriend.
Okay.
Just
Perfect.
my
Thanks.
buddy's girlfriend. Okay, so Emily and Josie.
So,
Appreciate it. Yep. Thanks.
Okay, so I think the video, I have to go to the other video when they walk up to 1112 and start asking questions. I believe that is in another video. Hold on. Let me grab the video where he's asking other people questions. This is on this one, part 2. I think it's part 2. Okay, it's not this one either, guys. Hold on one second. He says, does the officer get your information?
Okay.
Do you need anything else?
Yeah.
I just want to screw it up, so here's the SD card. Security camera?
Yeah.
Can you figure it out? I just want to screw it up, so here's the SD card.
Okay, I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, we will. And did the other officer get your name already?
Yeah, we got all my name.
Okay. Yeah, so crazy, man. Yeah. It is crazy. So, and there's like nothing, no camera. I mean, just other than this is the only one we found. So, which is somewhat promising. That's a footprint even. Not sure if they're related or not. Do you have a little fucker like this? I want to do a little. I have an adapter. Adapter things. I'm gonna fucking lose it. It's secured in my car. All right, it's in my car on the pre-trailer. Yeah, I'll check with.
Okay, so where is this video? Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I think it's this one. Hold on. I think it's this one. Hold on a second. He walks over to the 1118. I know it's heavily redacted. Is it before? Yeah, you guys better hit that like button. Okay, so this is heavily redacted here.
No, you guys.
It starts about right here.
Phone number for you. And just confirming no one's heard anything, no one
No,
saw
yeah, we
anything,
Yeah. We
nothing like that. Okay. You weren't
She was next door.
across the street. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We'll get that set.
I appreciate it.
Wait, was it before? Okay, so this is the 1112 he starts at. Knocks on the door, they blur their face, and then he goes over to the next one. This is 1112. This is the redacted version. Yeah, it didn't used to be redacted. This is now the redacted version. So this is the 1112. And I'm going to go pull out 1112 King Road, Moscow body cam. I'm going to see if I can find the actual one that wasn't redacted.
Phone number for you.
Wow.
And just confirming no one's heard anything. No one's
We didn't hear or
saw
see anything.
Yeah, we
that's
didn't
heard last night.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now they're saying they didn't see anything, but Gunderson and Snyder, you just heard them say that someone here saw someone. Wait a minute here. I must feel like we've just seen the Mandela effect.
He was next door.
Across the street. Okay.
Holy Mother of God. He just, okay, hold on one second. There is another body cam footage where they're interviewing people from this house, and they showed it on television, on the news. I'm flabbergasted right now. Hold on. I'm going to go and find that clip. We'll finish watching this one, because then they go over to 1118.
Yeah.
Also, what is he? What they redacted it.
They left at 3 a.m. and then they came back around 5 a.m.
They're not on the
And
door.
then we all came home around
You think knock on the door, Chris?
Oh,
Okay.
there it is. They say, by the way, we all left at 3 a.m. We left at 3 a.m., came back at 5 a.m. Here it is. Listen real close.
They left at 3 a.m. and then they came back around 5 a.m.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay.
And so her room is like right next to them.
And that was till about 5 a.m.
Well, they left at 3.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Have you talked to all your?
So that was the girl who came out, because they were going to find out anyways. That has to be, because this is part 6. This is at 1424. The other video I showed you, let me go back to that. That was at 1453. So they gave the video. Ah, shit. Look, this one's at 1456. They were going to find out anyways because they wanted the SD card. So she opens the door and she says, hey, by the way, we left at 3 and came back at 5, because they were going to find out. They wanted the videos. They're going to find out that the cops are going to know that they left at 3 and 5 and wanted to know who it was anyways. And then they come out at 1456 and hand the SD card over.
I just want to screw it up, so here's the SD card.
Okay, I
One of the videos was screwed up, so here's the SD
Really?
card.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Look at his face. He's like, what?
Do you need anything else?
Did the other officer get your name already?
Yeah, we got one.
They knew they were going to be busted. Even if they left at 3 and 5, if this happened when we all know it happened by the horrible screams that we listened to, then these two already know that they were going to get found out. They have blurred their faces, but these two individuals that walked out of that house, they had to have known they were going to be found out. They had to have noticed.
Okay. Yeah, so
Interesting.
crazy, man. Yeah. It is crazy. So
the body cam glitch is bad.
And there's like nothing, no camera. I mean, just somewhat body cam. That's some footprints even. I'm not sure if they're related or not.
I don't think these people slept at all.
Do you have a little fucker like this? One of the little I have an adapter things. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Go ahead. Secure it in my car. All right.
Okay, I am still looking for this footage. Amanda, if you have that, let me know. I'm going to go back to the original one.
Roommates and stuff like that.
Yeah, we kind of got the whole. Nobody like know what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody hear anything last night? Anything like that? Suspicious this morning? Anything?
I fell asleep around like 11, and then I woke up around like 2 to like some yelling.
At 2?
Yeah, around like 2 or 3 to like some yelling.
Okay, so he heard the yelling between 2, and he says between 2 and 3.
But it didn't sound like it was right over here. It sounded like it was more down this way.
Okay.
So I don't really know. But that's really all I've ever heard. So.
That's all I ever heard.
What was your first name, man?
Austin Goss. It's a public record.
And last name? And did birth grade.
Okay, so that's 2. That's 3 witnesses so far that I have counted. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to look at the state's witness list, and I'm going to see if he's listed on there. I just want to see. State's witness list. Bingo, bango. Hold on. Let's see. Nope, he's not even on that state's witness list. Not even on the list. Not even on the list, guys. How? Let me look and see if another name is on here. Nope. Person that lives at that address isn't even on there. Nope. Third person who lives at that address that may have been leaving that 11112 isn't even on there. Can you believe that shit? They're not even on the state's witness list. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to see if they are on the defendant's witness list. Let's just see about that. Let's see. Defendant's witness list. Where are you? That's stage 2. Stage 2, mitigation. Stage 2. Come on, where's your list? Defendants 2, phase 1. Here we go. Let's see if they are on this list. Let's see what we got here. Wrong one. Let's see. Nope, this person is not on the defendant's witness list. Let's see if the other person that lives there is on that list. Nope. Ann Taylor didn't even know that these people were saying that they heard things at that time. Don't you think if they were going to trial, this would make a huge freaking difference? They're not on anybody's witness list. Did people not listen to what these people were saying? I heard noises, screams about 2 to 3 a.m. Did they not question, hey, I'm going to go and follow up with these people? This guy is saying he heard screams. Don't you think that would be evidence to go and interview him. Oh my God, I want to throw my hands up in the air and freaking scream. Scream through the computer. Ann Taylor. Why are they not on anybody's witness list? Why? Are they protecting those witnesses by not bringing them into freaking court? Let me see if the other girl's on this list too. Nope, not on that list. Other girl's last name, let's see if she's on this list. Nope. Figures. None of them at that house is on this freaking list. I wonder if, hold on. I can't believe this. I just can't believe this. I feel like I got punched in the gut, guys. How could they not call a witness? He just said, freaking A. I can't believe this. Oh my God.
Phone number for you? And what's your address here? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
If anything else comes up or if anybody remembers anything, make sure you guys give us a call, obviously.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right here. I'm going to show you. This is all public knowledge. Who lives at 1118 King Road in Moscow? If you go and look at their names, it's going to tell you exactly who they are, where they lived. This guy that opened the door, Emily Allant, lived there at that address, 1118 King Road. Josie lived at the address 1118 King Road. There are other people that have lived there in the past. You can go, this guy lived there in Texas. That's where he lives currently. He lived at 1118 King Road. You can verify that. You can go look up their names. You can see what year they graduated because they all have information all over the internet at the University of Idaho in Moscow. You can go and check everything out. It's all public information. We're not sharing something we shouldn't. It was all obtained legally, publicly. No, actually, that's a great question, Lisa. She asked, didn't the police say that they had a hard time getting the SD card for that camera? No, what actually happened is they got the SD card, but they didn't have the software from the camera maker to run the card and see what was on the card. So what they did is they came back, unscrewed the light bulb, got the information from the girl who was actually out of town on the holidays, and then they got it back together. Then they had to piece all these clips together. But Ann Taylor kept asking them for the clips, and they said the camera was broken. So then Ann Taylor made them go fix the camera to get the clips so they could stay on track for trial. That's exactly what happened. And it's all in a paper trail, all in the court documents, and it's all in the MPD release documents. It is public knowledge, and you can find all that information on our website, justiceforall.com. That's justice4, FOURALL.com. That website is a repository for every single document in the case against Brian Kohberger. Now, I will say this. If you go into the MPD documents that are loaded, type in camera, and it will come up in the MPD documents about the camera. Here is the live website, Justice for All. If you go under Brian Koberger, you will get every single document. Every time there is a new document that comes out that is like OMG, I share that on the front screen. Oh, I don't know why that didn't come up. Let me refresh. I share it on the screen so that you can indeed see it. If you're in another country and you can't download it, just let me know. I'll put it in there in a PDF file so you can see it. There's the evidence list, and there's some other important information. There's over 333 pages of the filing and the autisms, and you can go and look at every single document. Now, this is interesting that you asked me this at this point in time. There was a statement that came out from the ISP. They released this document the other day, basically stating clarification. And I want to share this with you since we're right here, right now. So the forensic documents that I asked for under FOIA, I've showed you guys the document. They told me it was uploaded on the 31st of October, which was Halloween. We had a live. We went over this document. The forensic documents have released an update in the 12/5/25, and now the forensic reports, they are not, let me just show you. I downloaded it. I opened it up twice. And this is what there is a clarification. It's one of one. You can't access the forensic documents now, but this is what they say. This statement is to clarify page 28 of 2,356 pages that we went through. And it basically says that our Idaho State Police Forensic Services Laboratory Information Management System is programmed to normally not print a PDF to the database, and the case file information available when the evidence is received in the laboratory. That PDF is stored in the database, and the stored PDF is reprinted anytime that information is called again or again from the database, such as discovery request or public records request. Unfortunately, that print to PDF storage in the database did not happen on this specific submission. Our laboratory information management team has confirmed via the database and time stamp that the name Brian Koberger was added to the request on January 5th, 2023. Because the documentation for public release of this information was printed recently, the print to PDF function pulled information from the database that was not part of the record on December 5th, 2022. Had the recorded been generated before January 5th, no name would have appeared. No suspect name would have appeared on the document. The information provided is accurate overall, but does not reflect the limited information ISPFS had at the time of the original submission. What type of bull frickery is this? What type of bull frickery? Do they think we're stupid? No, I'm not on a Mac. It's just my Starlink. This has got to be kidding. I mean, whew, I don't drink, and I'm thinking, pour me a stiff one. Oh my God, pour me a freaking stiff drink, guys. This is wild beyond wild. All right. I am looking for the body cam. Amanda, if you can find it and send me the link via email real quick. I am looking for the body cam that was unredacted of the 1112, the security cam footage of the girls being interviewed. Now, this is the apartment right across the street from from 1112 that you will never see on camera because the camera doesn't pan that. It stops there at the corner at the greenhouse.
Oscar, please.
Open the door, buddy. Okay. All right. I didn't see anything. Okay. Shout out to Jazz. Oh, thank you. I found it. Here we go. We're going to watch this one. This is where they go up and interview the girls. Now, some of this is redacted because he's talking to Gunderson. Gunderson walks away, I think. And let me see if I can get up to that part. They're trying to assess what's going on here. I believe this is this Adam Landa, guys?
Huh?
Is like a group of people still getting to the police station?
I'm not sure what they were doing, what the captain asked them to do. Let me go. I'll go ask you. I'll go ask you.
Let me go back just a little bit. He walks up.
Is like a group of people still getting to the police station?
I'm not sure what they were doing, what the captain asked them to do. Let me go. I'll go ask you.
Huh? That's a camera. Hey guys, is everybody that lives here? I know it says your one friend that might have left.
It's the girl with the shorter blonde hair.
My boyfriend's here. Do you want him?
Sure, you can sit up too. I was just gonna talk to you
Why are
guys.
they not here?
Why don't you guys just stay here for a little while?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Don't want anybody coming and going right now. I see you guys have a camera here.
Yes.
Do you have any other cameras?
No, just that one.
Just I want to know how big of a picture does that get?
It
Mind if I
just
see?
like the road, like
Yeah.
it cuts
the driveway.
off here, but it shows.
Okay.
everything.
And are you guys able to get copies of that?
Yeah.
Recordings?
Like,
Okay.
It's on an SD card.
Okay.
So,
Is that cool?
yeah, how would we do that?
We'll give you an email.
Okay.
And then you guys can email us that. Or whose
Yeah.
camera is it?
It's mine.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the email that you?
Let's go with R.
Or
Snyder, SNYDER,
SN
I. Moscow. ID.
ID.
.us.
Uh,
Yeah, just gonna do that.
Perfect.
R. Snyder. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. Thank you. And if everybody's okay here,
Yep.
if you guys need to leave or something like that, just let us know. We can
Okay,
happen, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you so
thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, so there is footage that I have seen that I did not screenshot, did not take a picture of, did not record. And I will tell you, this picture is from that interview. Now, I know that it had to have been on a local news station, and I have looked everywhere. You think that all the neighbors in the area that have gone on camera on interview with the local station. I mean, we've got these guys who jumped at the chance to be interviewed. Hold on a minute. I'll throw it up there. You can see it. We've had so many people, Jeremy, his girlfriend, or whoever lived with them in that apartment right at Queens. You've got, hold on, where in the heck is this? Hold on a minute. All the people who have ever went on camera on the news stations to say, yeah, we live in the area and we're neighbors. God, I don't even know where it went. Great. Okay, so of all the people, you think that we would find the footage very easily. Where has that footage gone? Anybody know? Snyder wants it directly to him. Well, we just found 3 new witnesses that heard something at that time that were not on any witness list. They haven't made any statements in the records. I don't remember hearing anyone state they heard screams in any of the ISP documents or the NPD documents, folks. Yeah, and they had to been up all night long on that quiet night on that street. You have got to be kidding me. You have to be freaking kidding me. They know. They know. They know. In my humble opinion, they have hidden and buried and wow. I can't. This is the house the 2 people left. Let me just give those to you real quick. Wow. That is just crazy. And yep, Team Idaho managed this property too. They sure did. I just can't. Oh my gosh. I just can't, y'all. Here is the actual inside that house. Why can you not see this on the screen? Come on. There it is. There's the inside of this house. Front door, side door. This is, I saw this in a sorority picture. That is the front kitchen. You could see the balcony right from here. You guys see that in the window? I don't know if you can, but you can see clearly. I mean, I could stand in this freaking house, folks. I'm about ready to get really spicy here and make some bad comments. I have to shut my mouth. I could stand at this freaking kitchen window and watch everyone coming in and out of this mother freaking house. Okay? Can you all see the view that they had to this house? Right from their freaking kitchen window. There it is. You're welcome. I can see who's partying up there. I can see who's on the 3rd balcony. I could see who was coming in and out of that sliding glass door. I can see if anyone ran out. I could see if anyone was coming up and down that back area into the parking lot. I'll tell you, folks, if someone else says they never saw anything, I'm going to scream. Just literally. All right. There's the back side of the house, the front side. Somebody in this window, folks. This is the back room that I was talking about that faced that area. This is their window right up against the house in that back bedroom. Don't tell me no one heard what was going on. if they heard right there, that's the view, that view and that view. They have the view surrounded. Okay. Now, if someone tells me one more time they didn't know, they didn't see anything, I'd have to respectfully, yeah, right. You're fibbing. All right. And that's the other side window, side view. They could see who's coming and going in here and on that street all day long. Look at that. They had a bird's eye freaking view of the other house from the front door. They could see across the street. Right across the street. They had a bird's eye view right there on the corner. And I'm sure those walls are paper thin. These houses aren't brand new. They've got to be old. It looks like it's been remodeled. It's a nice remodel, too. That's across the street, you can see. So they had to have known this traffic coming in and out of this road right here on Taylor, right, this window, that would probably be loud all night long in this party town. People coming and going. That's the only road in and out. This and that house right across the street had front doors, windows facing it all the time. All the time. There's no way. And we already know that they weren't asleep. Okay? We already know. 2 bedrooms back here had windows facing that way. One on the side, one on the kitchen. This back bedroom on the left side and this back bedroom on the right side probably heard it all. Probably heard it all. There are more bedrooms on the bottom. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. And all the bedrooms on the downstairs had to have heard something because they leave in the morning. They leave. I wonder if they thought, oh shit, maybe they're going to come and get us. I wonder. They leave at 3, they come back at daylight, right when the sun is coming up. I mean, where did they go? Did they go talk to somebody and didn't want their phones to have proof on it? Did they go and tell their elders or their sisters or their sisterhood, you know? I mean, wow. This is just wicked. It's wicked. The 1112 has 3 doors. All I see is this one door. I didn't see another door, was there? There's one. Was there one on the other side? There's one door. That's a window, deck, living room. That's downstairs. I didn't see a side door. No, they only have one door. That's scary. If I was in this house, I'd be freaking scared because there's no exit on the basement floor. There's no exit in case of a fire. I thought with all these bedrooms, you'd have to have some type of door. Oh, 1118 has 3 doors. Yes. There's one in the front, 2 on the sides. Well, actually, 1 in the back, 2 on the sides. But this house right here with the security cam has no exit below. If there was a fire above, they would be trapped. I'd be scared to live in a house like that if there was no exit. One of those windows better be a fire window that you just kick out and escape. That's scary. That's scary, folks. Okay, so now we know, we've reviewed that. There's, so much information out there. A lot of people are still getting confused. And, I try not to argue with anybody. There's some great creators that have some interesting things. But when you look at the other videos that they have, like, let's say, for instance, Jules, she did FOIA. I almost said subpoena. She did FOIA the information on 112. She got some great video between 6 and 7 a.m. And she's going to be showing that later tonight. I usually don't plug anyone else, but there was some more footage between 4 and 5. And I don't think she put it out in a video yet that's raw. Let me see. Oh, yeah, she did. Let's review it real quick before we go. She does state how much she paid for the FOIA. Her community was able to gather the money together. So let's. Now, the house that Hunter and Emily, well, Hunter was visiting, but Emily and Josie lived at the 1118, which is the long blue house, not the house with the security. What the heck? What is going on? That's noise. We've already heard the horrible frantic screams. Are they cleaning up, talking? Is that what's going on? We heard them playing music while doing something. .405. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a quick second. I'm going to go over to ISP 98. Whoever just told me that, yes, this was a great one. Okay, so I'm going to read this because this is really important. So on December 7th, the two ISP detectives go and they interview someone from Rathburn that said Ethan Chapin was described as odd. Okay. So they go and they ask him to come into the Coeur d'Alene office, and he's 19. Obviously, his address is in Moscow, but his home address where he lives typically is in Rathdrum. And he's being interviewed, and basically is talking about this. So they interview this person, date of birth 2003, and the tip came in from a person who knew Ethan Chapin and described as odd. I called blank and they agreed to come to the ISP District Office 1 in Coeur d'Alene and to be interviewed, and the interview began at 1:53. So blank said he's no longer attending the U of I, and he was preparing to leave North Idaho to join the Navy. Blank confirmed his address in blank, Idaho. Blank was roommates and blank with blank blank, who heavily blank redacted, reporting unresponsive persons at 1122 King Street on November 13th, 22. So who was this? He was roommates with blank and blank with blank blank, who was blank reporting the unresponsive persons at 1122. So that was Josie, persons, and Emily, persons at 1122, reporting the unresponsive persons. Blank said he spent a great deal of time at the apartments at 1122 King Street and said he and blank's girlfriend are close with the victims. Okay, he, Emily, and Hunter's girlfriend are close with the victims, Xana and Ethan. Said that there were many members of the Greek community who spent time at 1122 King Street partying and eating. Said that the apartment was frequented by blank and blank. Maybe that was Hunter and Emily. I don't know. Blank was a member of the blank, and he had dropped out during his first week of this year. Blank was still active in Greek groups, including blank. He lived at the blank blank in Moscow. Blank blank, oh, this is heavily redacted. And he had gone to Mexico following the murders and was now in Boise. That's Hunter. I believe, didn't Hunter go to, yes, okay, got it. Okay. Was that Caleb? I thought so. Okay, so on November 12th, he said he was staying in blank with his father so he could purchase a new phone. He went back to Moscow on November 13th, driven by his father. He arrived back at the apartments at 8 a.m. The early drive to Moscow was not unusual for this father to pick him up due to his work schedule, and his father brought him groceries, and blank was dropped off, spending the morning catching up with his blank blank boyfriend and blank blank. The group said goodbye, who was leaving at 11 and transferred to Boise to go to graduate school. Okay, so this is really strange. Ethan as odd. You can cross-reference, with the buccal swabs to figure it out. Okay, hold on a minute. He said he was hanging out on the couch when blank said he was going to check on blank in their apartment. Said that his blank girlfriend went with him to the King Street apartment. Blank didn't know why he went to check, and he was asked not to go to the apartment shortly after the police activity began. Last saw Cornoodle approximately 3 days prior in the apartment convening he had left for Wednesday prior to the murders. Saw Chapin the same day Cornoodle was playing internet video games, Apex Legend, with Chapin, and the 12th approximately at 6:30 before everyone else. He considers himself an acquaintance of Madison, Mogan, and Kaylee, but did not know them very well. Blank seems to think he is on social media. One of the victims does not think he's on social media with any of the victims, would be in pictures to Priest Lake with Chapin. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He would be the only one that would know the layout. Text Chapin after learning reports of the incident, but did not have any communications with the victims in the 48 hours leading up to the homicides. No one could speak to the knowledge of to feel unsafe. Said there were fights in his apartment complex in the parking lot, has witnessed 2 fights, was involved in one with an unknown male who walked in the apartment and punched him in the face. The other 2 male broke up the fight and said the fight was in September. I had never seen the unknown male or his friends in that area again. He said he kept the door of his apartment locked due to the amount of drunk people around there. Said most people lived in the area of 1122 King Road, cannot think of anyone who committed the murders. Knew the sliding black door is always unlocked, and many people are aware of that. Blank is friends with the blank and surviving roommates and usually hung out with them in a group of friends. Blank volunteered DNA samples and secured the swabs. In the audio interview was saved to a disc. The disc is with buccal swabs packaged and signed over to the sergeant detective in the Moscow Police Department. 98, supplement 98. Hold on, let me look at this. Let me see if I can find anything. 98. And that's supplement. Was there an MPD supplement? Let me see if there's anything on the witness. 98. Hold on. Was that Upmore? No. Who would that be? I think it's Reed. Oh, I could be wrong too. So this is what I've got. I've got Derek. We know that was the professor. Patrick Boutnier, Courage, James, Kenneth, McDonald, Mason, Showalter, Bearingbird. We know it's not Cruz. Jeremy Regan. Yeah, she looks like the girl. Yeah, we talked about that before. I think Hunter was there as well. What happened, Phoenix? Hunter was a grad student. Yes, he was. Yeah, that's the same girl with the stolen underwear. Let me see what's really said. Parents, no, BK didn't. Absolutely. I believe that 100%, Robert Bell. I believe that. I really do believe that they do know. I know for sure Xana's mom knows. I believe Hunter was there when it all went down. Well, if he's a witness, why didn't they say that? If that's Caleb Jacobson, and he says, yeah, we heard screaming and yelling, they didn't test him. I don't see his name in any of these documents. 98 is Dylan. Plunder has a video on her. I'm confused. Why did not Ellie want to tell EC was odd? Maybe I missed something. Odd, like he was doing some mischievous things? I don't know. What do you mean by odd? Was he autistic? Is there something that we don't know? I don't think he's a witness. CJ is the lab item 62. Let me look at lab item 62. CJ 62. I don't remember seeing a 62. MPD item. Hold on a minute. MPD item. No, I need lab item. There is no lab item 62. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I wonder if 560, is it 562? Lab item, no, it's not 562. Let me see if I can cross-reference. Someone said, let me just see if I can cross-reference it. So you think it's, I don't know. I don't think Caleb joined the military, did he? I don't think he did. Hold on a second. He didn't play football, did he? I don't think so. He was with Pi Delta Theta, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember. I have a picture of him. Here's the picture that I have of him. So he was with Pi Data Theta, sorry. And here he is. So from left to right, left is Morgan Mason Strong, Nathan, Will, Caleb. Left to right. They should have said front and back, but social chair is Caleb. So I wonder if, I didn't know he was even tested. I didn't see any lab testing. I don't even see his name redacted anywhere. Maybe it was a different, there were several buccal swabs collected, sent to the lab, but not on the state's exhibit list. Oh, interesting. He did the Navy. Wow. Let me see. So he totally dropped out. Ugh. And joined the Navy. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. My boy Caleb is heading out for a Navy deployment. Here it is. That was May. Yep, sure enough. Sure did. You're spot on, girl. I'll tell you. There it is. My boy Caleb is headed out for his first naval deployment. I got mixed emotions, proud and excited for him, but I will admit it's a bit on the mama heart to have your DNA sailing on the other side of the world. That's weird that she would choose that to say. On a boat with many explosives. All right, so he was a golfer. All right. All public info. Works at the Navy. Is in Hawaii. From Montana. Golfer. Let's just say Hunter's his friend. Let's just take a look at all his friends. Thank you for your service, Caleb. If you ever watch this, we're not out to get you. We're just taking a peek. So even if Hunter, wonder why he dropped out. Maybe it was too much. Shoot, you drop out of a frat and you go into the military, you're going to have some mental toughness after that. That's for sure. You think that's bad? Join the military. See what kind of mind games they play with you. They just make you stronger. They break you down to build you up. Let's see. Anyone else that he knows that we know, that they know, that we don't know yet, that we want to know? Y'all, this is too much. So he was another Boise guy. So he's from that area. Well, he knows Hunter, and they're all in that area too. It's not like they were. But why was he saying he was from Rathdrum? There's our boy Mason. His dad dropped him off that morning. Montana plates. HG is his girlfriend. Yeah. All right. This explains it. Yeah. That explains a lot. Wow. Kind of give you an idea. Did they even know these girls? I mean, I know they lived next door to him, but did this guy even have a girlfriend? Obviously, he doesn't have a record, went into the military. Interesting. Okay. Well, tell you what, those accounts will be private soon. They always seem to go private after we take a look at them. So if you think that security camera and those people that lived in this house didn't see anything and they said, we heard and maybe we saw someone leave, and the neighbor says between 2 and 3, we heard all the screaming, please don't tell me they didn't know. And why were they not on witness list? Why were they not investigated better? Shame, 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 Idaho. Everyone, you know the drill. Give a lot of love to my mods. Please consider subscribing. Hit the thumbs up on the way out and be well. I'll be back on Tuesday. I won't be live tomorrow. Be well.
quiet hush, a frozen beat. December air, sharp and cold, around a fading mind, seeking truth to make things right. And every mountain, every shore, we're knocking on justice's door. Oh, we the people hear a call, the freedom ring, stand tall. The sweetest night, our voices raise for justice in these coming days. Let truth like a river flow. Some promises were left to break, for every dreamer wide awake. But in the cold of fire burns a lesson that the heart burns. From every valley, every door, we're asking, what are we fighting for? Oh, we the people hear the call, every overtaken place, every dance down in Officer's race for justice and freedom. From every valley, every door, we're asking, what are we fighting for? Oh, we the people hear the call, every overtaken place, every dance down in Officer's race for justice and freedom. The flow. For the silenced and the lost, we remember the cost. For the future we must build, a promise to be fulfilled.